Mages tend to have spells, so Gadgetzan Auctioneer should be good. Frostal Forlord beats the other garbage cards. Fireball is always good. Molten Giant versus South Sea Captain. Somewhat controversially, I will stick with my guns and pick the South Sea Captain over the Molten Giant here. Mage is probably the class that has the least synergy with Molten Giant. Ogre is very strong. I will take that. Arcane Missiles over the trash. Spellbreaker is okay. Chillwind Yeti is strong. Fireball. Sunwalker, quite strong. Frostbolt's nice spell. Another Chillwind Yeti, cool. Shattered Sun Cleric is strong, I'll take that, though I'm a little tempted to take Mad Bomber due to my lack of 2s. In fact, due to the lack of 2s, the Shattered Sun Cleric is worse. In fact, I will take Mad Bomber because of it. Water Elemental, very strong. Monty Berserker is extremely strong in Mage. Now that I have some 2s, I will be more comfortable picking the Shattered Sun Cleric. Polymorph, nice removal. Another Shattered Sun Cleric, cool. Panther over the Ghoul. Due to my lack of early game, Blood Knight is much better than the other 3 mana 3/3s. Ooze, excellent 2-drop. Another Fireball, pew pew. And I'll take the Arcane Intellect over the Cone of Cost Too Much, and the Geomancer isn't good enough. Ogre Magi, nah, I've got too many 4s. So it comes down to Spiteful Smith or second Arcane Intellect, and this one is not an easy choice. There's some extra synergy with the Arcane Intellect because of my Gadgetzan Auctioneer, and I might not have enough minions, but the Arcane Intellect encourages me to draw more minions. I also don't have that much card draw in the deck. I'll go with Arcane Intellect. This is a close one. Here I'll go with Spiteful Smith, since I have a lot of 3s. Sorcerer's Apprentice, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's fine since I have few 2s. Tazdingo tends to be the better card, but I have many 4. And I have a lot of spells, so this discount could actually come into effect. Loot Hoarder over Cone of Cost Too Much. Another Gadgetzan Auctioneer, cool. I like this card in this deck. Flame Strike, super good, and finally a Defender of Argus. This is a pretty good deck. It's got a lot of strong mage cards, triple Fireball, Water Elemental, Flame Strike, a Frostbolt, and 3/2, just filler, Polymorph, good stuff. And the neutral cards are pretty good, the curve is quite good. I think this deck can go the distance and go 12 wins. It's also got the double Auctioneer and a lot of spells, and the Sorcerer's Apprentice. A lot of synergy here. Very good. For those not familiar with my arena lists, I do rank the Murloc Warleader and the Pirate Lord, South Sea Captain, which are 3 mana 3/3s, is higher than the Molten Giant and the Mountain Giant. Mountain Giant generally costs too much and sometimes is uncastable in your top deck wars, and Molten Giant is often uncastable, especially for Mage, which has no mechanics to reduce their own health and is generally focused on controlling the board. The Shattered Sun Cleric has no synergy here with nothing on 2 to buff. I'll keep the 2 removal. I'm sure a lot of people would Frostbolt this Acidic Swamp Ooze here, but given that I have no 3 play, I'm just gonna Fire Blast and then Fire Blast at the next turn. This is 1 card advantage for me. Doesn't slow me down much, since I really don't have anything to play. Card advantage gained. This is part of the draw of why I like playing a Mage. The option to Fire Blast is there for the truly abysmal hands.
May my ancestors watch over me.
It's a very slow start, but It can work.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Good situation because none of my cards can die to 2 damage. This totem's dangerous, then we'll commit something to kill it. That frostbolt I saved earlier would be very good against this. Since I'm only doing 4 damage and this has to die, there's therefore no point to playing this Shattered Sun Cleric, so I should play this instead, which allows me to get a Fire Blast, which I'll cast on this thing so I can Fire Blast it next turn for free value. Some people will tell me to Fire Blast the Berserker, and that's something I can do next turn. Optionally. That is an excellent card to polymorph. Take that, which means I get the free quote-unquote Fire Blast on the Berserker.
Who you want me kill?
And I'll go and clear off his totem. I like mages since they're able to make a lot of efficient plays.
What to do?
The answer generally to your questions of why not do X is going to be because I still have the card in my hand if I don't do it. In this case, having the Auctioneer in my hand will make it so that all the spells in my hand are extra good.
I wonder.
What an insane deck! He's got 2 Earth Elementals. Such wow. But you shall be fallen by the mighty power of the Mage, as I kill your Earth Elemental for almost free.
Pandaria will be ours!
For 811, GG.
Your magic shall not save you.
Elementary.
Well played.
Well played. You asked for it. My magic will tear you apart.
Another very slow hand. Ah, that's better.
Hello. Hello.
It's time for a little blood.
2 choices. One is to Frostbolt his guy. One is to play my own Amani Berserker. Amani Berserker would be near useless if played next turn, so I'm going to play it now. Would be less useful, I should say. Has a higher chance of being less useful. This way, it might commit his turn 2, and it will commit my turn 3, which is good, since I have no turn 3. This opens up a few other plays now. One possible play is to Frostbolt his guy. One possible play is to Fire Blast this and do the same thing. One possible play is to play a Shattered Sun Cleric and then hit his face.
I wonder.
I like that one the
We
most.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
It gives him the option to trade, but that means not 5 damage on me.
Who you want me kill?
Now if he doesn't trade, then I will be able to clear that as well as Fire Blast my own guy. I can even Spell Break and then clear his guy for free. This early game, it's It's actually pretty interesting. His play to Fire Blast his own Amani Berserker and then hit me is not strictly worse than him hitting the 2-3 Amani and then Fire Blasting it, because that allows me to Fire Blast his guy. In this fashion, he's done 5 damage as opposed to 0. And he has the option to do an additional 5 damage if he wants. So the opening is pretty interesting. He's chosen not to take that. Given I have the slower deck,
Push forward.
I'm going to trade. Well, I do have a pretty fast hand actually, but I don't want the Spellbreaker to die to the 3-2. And yes, I am willing to play the Spellbreaker on the 50 board. Don't value the silence that much. It's a trap. This allows a trade with the Yeti plus a Fire Blast. That's pretty good. And then Arcane Intellect on top of that.
Die, Mage.
Also a Fireball, but my guy's less valuable than a Fireball, I think. Mostly because I get to spend the mana efficiently. Really.
Speak to me.
Missed out on a chance to Fire Blast his own Acolyte of Pain. It's usually the best play.
Truth is my shield.
That's pretty good for him. Nice full draw with the Acolyte of Pain on his side. That's value.
Trust the pilot's code. Job's done.
What to do?
You call that a weapon?
Value Dark Iron Dwarf. That Acolyte of Pain just 4-for-1 to me. Pretty impressive.
My eyes are open.
Alright, 2, hit, 5. No rush to kill the 3-3.
The Frost Wolves stand
Very tame game so far. I quote-unquote caught up with that 4-for-1 Acolyte by playing double Arcane Intellect. 8 cards in his hand, 6 in mine. The board's similar.
What you looking at?
I'll definitely Fireball and Blast the Ogre, which gives me 3 more mana to work with. Probably play Shattered Sun Cleric. I'll also probably kill his Earthen Ring Farseer.
Time runs out on me.
Five, 4, no.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
This is good because it makes his Fireball less good, if he has one. Given how many cards he has, I'll generally assume he's got one of each of the quote-unquote good Mage cards in his hand. Let's see, he's already used a Poly, I think? He's made the error of attacking me with the Argent Commander, although it might not be an error. I could be very close to dead with so many cards in his hand. Yeah, actually, I think I'm very close to dead. Oh wow, I have a Blood Knight. That's pretty awesome. He's actually surprisingly close to dead now.
Glory to the Sindora.
I have 2 choices. One is to Frostbolt this, and then I get to hit him. The other is just to kill this. Killing that makes me less vulnerable to Flame Strike. But given that he hit me directly with the Argent Commander, it seems like his plan is to burn me down. But with so many cards in hand, he's gotta have a Flame Strike. In this sense, I should be saving the Frostbolt. No point to playing either of these cards. They'll just be fodder for the Flame Strike. I've got 15 damage here, so that is technically lethal but of course his 9-card hand has something to deal with this.
What to do?
It might be tempting to
What
fireball
do?
his face here, but with so many cards in his hand, I have to assume that he is not going to die that easily.
You know, take candle. Someday I'll be just like you.
Oh, nice combo to get a pretty big flame strike off, if that's what he's planning for.
You know, take candle.
Time runs out on me.
Oh, okay. Oh. Oh, that was an unexpected win. I mean, the win wasn't unexpected, but the win in this fashion was slightly unexpected. It looked like he was about to set up for something fierce, if I am
The
doing
light
it.
shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Alright, 2-3, good stuff. The 2-0 play is fun when you pull that off.
Hello.
Greetings.
Go as in the board game go. I am quite notoriously bad at first-person shooters. This one, I think the Mad Bomber's utility could come in handy. But it is a little risky because it could get stuck in my hand if I'm too far ahead. But if I'm too far ahead, I'm winning anyways. It would be very nice if this killed the ooze without me needing to fire blast in addition. It does it 50% of the time. Great. That makes the tempo really strong in my favor. You can catch up with a coin shadow goodness. This also makes the Mad Bomber really bad for me, but it does mean that well, shadow goodness. Strong play. Ooh, 2 strong plays on my side. The Water Elemental has the downside of being shadow word paintable. However, the game went, I played a 2, he played a 2. I played a 3, so he might have shadow word pain. Regardless,
What to do? What to do?
I'll play the better card. It would be tough to draw the shadow word pain out at a later time. I would play the Yeti if I had anything in my hand that could possibly bait out shadow word pain, but unfortunately I don't. Mad Bomber sort of could, but it's difficult to play the Mad Bomber.
For the crusade!
Alright, Mad Bomber, your time to shine. Could spell break, but this is more fun. It's also better, on average. Even if it misses, I can always kill it. But this is ideal.
Put this apple on your head.
Locked and loaded.
Huh? It's not out of luck either.
It's time for a little blood.
Rip Berserker. It's actually a really good card to eat. Or Stampede over, as it would be. Good attack. It means I can't just send the Yeti into the Kodo without losing it. And unfortunately I have to because he's a priest and can re-heal. Rip Yeti.
I got the best deals anywhere.
So I'd basically be counting on drawing one of the... I think I have like 4 cards I'm drawing for. Triple Fireball, 1 Frostbolt. I mean, that's a lot of good odds. I could also just Fire Blast this and it works anyways. Oh, that's one of the cards I was drawing for as well. I'll get rid of that just to protect this thing. I just realized I should run Gadget Sound Auctioneer in my new school mage deck. It's value! Maybe one of. Speaking of value, one not very well publicized event that I was in yesterday night was the NESL Hearthstone King of the Hill, in which I played a mage control deck. Their video isn't actually on, so I can't really talk much about it without spoiling it. But it was a pretty good match. I'm hesitant to... I should have buffed this. I was like, it'll put it in Shadow Word Death range,
We
but
must cleanse the Sunwell.
the Ogre is also in Shadow Word Death range. So that turned out to be 1 miss damage. Probably stole a fireball. Who knows?
Mind if I roll need?
Alright, silence that for 1 less card.
Your magic shall not save you.
Card denied.
Time to pay.
In other news, ESGN TV's Hearthstone Fight Night is on, and looks like their timer is running 1 minute and 40. So be sure to check it out right after this arena run. Which looks like, or after this arena game, we now.
Well played.
Well played.
And join me right after Fight Night as I take this deck to my predicted 12 wins. Okay, I will never play the Ooze on 2 against the Paladin. Well, not never, but that means Shadowstone Cleric is poor, and I'm gonna have to try to dig for a card that is A2. Mad Bomber, you'll do. Ah, yes, gotta get the sound up since... Yep.
Reporting for duty.
I have the choice to either play the Bomber or the Fire Blast that. Let's bomb. The dream is he plays a Sword of Justice right now. The anti-dream is he plays Shattered Sun Cleric and takes out my Bomber. And that's also sort of the anti-dream. I'll just Fire Blast this 2 times. It's not great. Pretty unfortunate.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
It's really slow to... Oh, okay, I can do this. I'll have to seriously consider using the Panther against the Inventor. That won't be very good, but it might be something I have to do. No, I am more likely to just keep it stealthed. My 4-2 is better than his 2-4. To an extent.
What we do.
Okay, this is okay. True Silver Champion is somewhat annoying here, but I do have the Ooze to beat the True Silver afterwards. Blessing of Kings is probably even more annoying. And then I have a Spellbreaker for that. Makes it back into a 2-2. That'd be fun. It is true. I did in fact just teleport back from Germany, where I was in, where I was watching Yuki versus Savages for a fight night. Back to my home. It's incredible what technology can do these days. You know, that's the technology I'm really looking forward to. Real
We
talk.
must cleanse the
The
Sunwell.
teleportation.
Quickly.
It's not something that's too far inconceivable. I think it could happen sometime. This card looks like it foils his cards for this turn. It's probably less likely that we'll see teleportation as much as we'll see extremely fast speed travel. I mean, that's already here. It's just a question of making it more cost accessible.
To Northrend.
Value Blood Knight.
Glory to the Sindora!
Let's see, you can trade this off. I will since I'm winning. Let's just play it safe. If I were not winning, I would have just went for his face. But when you're winning, you can take the safe plays.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Alright, so Frostwolf Warlord looks like a play. Flame Strike would be great if I had one more mana. If I Fire Blast this, I can kill this. Fire Blast Frostwolf Warlord hit his face. That looks pretty good.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Who you want me kill?
His 2 and 3 cannot defeat the 6s. And they're both in Flame Strike range.
Just me and Mr. Bite.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Alright, looks like Flame Strike's good here. This 8 I'll probably need to kill.
Wonder.
Yep. And I'll choose to hold back these because I
For
can.
Lorthamar!
If it were closer, I probably would have played the Ooze, but I am a patient person.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Hit Fire Blast. Frostbolt. I think it's more secure to go for this.
For the Horde!
4/6.
Your
That
magic
leaves it
shall
at
not
1.
save you.
I'm flying!
Alright, so I have to do this if I'm gonna kill it. That. And then I have 8 mana. Gadgets and Shattered. Seems good.
Die, Mage.
I got the best
Some players
deal.
will have
Cleanse the
been able
Sunwell.
to have won already by going for the face, but my path ensures a greater chance for success.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. The victory.
Ooh.
Well played. You asked for it. My magic will tear you apart.
That's a 2, 3, 4, 5, which doesn't really work. This 3 isn't great, but I'll keep it. This hand works a little better. One, two, three, four, five. Just play it like that. Nope. Alright, Janus slap fight. I could coin out one of these guys. South Sea Captain on duty. This allows me to get a 2, 3, 4, 5 going. South Sea Captain, so good, it has to be coined. Be a critical part of my victory. Go Frostbolt. It's fun. Hey, 3, 4, 5, 6. Game plays itself. Although here, this plus Fire Blast makes too much sense. Especially since I drew a 2. This card is really, really good in a mage deck. It's probably why many people misrank him. Or something or another. I'll Frostbolt this, Fire Blast this. I actually have this Berserker as a mediocre card in my arena list, but if you're playing Mage, this card is one of the better cards. I almost considered not playing anything, just so that... Well, I considered playing nothing, so that this could trade with this, but I had nothing useful to do. I could Arcane and Elect, but that's not enough. This is just such a good trade. This fighting this is also good for me, though.
What to do?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
That's pretty good for him. Oh, that's terrible for him. Unless he's got something to follow it up. Oh, that was awful.
They are bent to my command.
Value trade up. The anti-value. Alright. I either go 1, 4, 3 or 1 miss 3, 7. Right.
Glory to the Sindora.
Squire!
This is going to be the extent of what I can put out
Ready,
in
sir.
case of Flame Strike.
attention, class.
That's a pretty good board to Flame Strike. Good enough. Given how few cards he has left, that is about as good as I can hope for. I wouldn't be surprised to see an opposite Flame Strike. Maybe he was counting on me committing more. 4, 7. There's a reasonable chance that I win this turn by casting Arcane Intellect with the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I've got 2 fireballs left in this deck. That's too bad. 4, 7, 13, 14 damage. This card should get polymorphed instead of fireballed. This is ability dies to anyways. And the next turn if he has no answer.
What you looking at?
Don't mess with Tusker.
Answer lacked.
Northamar.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Alright, 2 and a 3. Got some flexibility on which one to play. Loot Hoarder I will try to not play that fast against a Druid, but there are some circumstances in which I win. He's going second, which means stopping his play should be good for me. Because the chance that he does not have a play is very unlikely, which means I likely stop his play of something or another. I'm going to keep the Blood Knight Dream going and play Mad Bomber here.
Wanna blow something up?
Alright, I'll trade? Yeah, I'll trade.
Hoo-hoo, yeah, you got it.
Less likely for something bad to happen to the Yeti. I've got a buff for my Yeti, I've got a Fire Blast to get the opponent out of the way. Fireball to blast whatever he points out, maybe. It's looking pretty good. A lot of 2-drops on his side. So it looks like the first turn, or the second turn loot hoarder helped the tempo quite a lot. And I'll do the 5, since buffing this up to 6 health does nothing against 2 guys, which should equal 3, since 3 plus 3 is 6. Value Starfire for him there. Going for the face. Alright, I'll start the process.
Bend to my command.
I must safeguard the land.
This is a good card to attack. Plus 4. And along with that, I'll probably play Shattered Plus. So many 2-drops on his side. I wonder if he's got anything big. I'll save the Shattered Sun Cleric since it doesn't seem to do anything. This would get buffed to a 6/6, which both can trade for anyways, and the Defender of Argus buffs it to a 4/3, which is the same as that one. So better to save the Shattered to buff something when it's important. Thanks for voting me most educational stream. Try to teach the math whenever possible. 3 plus 3 is once again 6, so I tried to avoid making this a 6. Wow, such rush deck. Yet not going for face. I'll kill off these guys because this deals 1 and 1 minus 1 is 0.
I got the best
We
deals
must
anywhere.
cleanse the Sunwell.
Leroy 1 for 2'd because it killed the Spiteful Smith and then gave me 2 guys which killed the Fairy Dragon, which is why I don't think this card is very good in Arena, since it's difficult to create a rush deck which is appropriate for it. Well, that's just too tempting. Value Fireball! Even though there's better stuff to Fireball.
I got the best
If you get a double
anywhere.
discount on a Fireball, or a double refund, that's pretty good.
Time to pay.
Push forward.
I think we should actually make that card Fireball. Buff it by letting it draw 2 cards. Against the class with no 1 damage ability, I would have sent it at the Imp instead, but here it's better to kill the 2/2 as hero ability, and we're past the part of the game where mana matters.
And plunder.
Wow, so I can draw, I've got some serious choices here. 1 is to draw cards, 2 is to play a Sunwalker. Why not do both?
Truth is my shield.
Time to pay.
Since it's behind the taunt, I'll go ahead and kill it off. This game is in the bag. It's an Ironbark Protector. Yeah, still in the bag. Wow, so much card draw. So tempted to play the second Arcane Elect, but if I don't, I play a 4 and a 3. Given that he's only got 1 card left,
Time to
I'd
pay.
be a fool to try to take too much advantage out of that. It's super greedy.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
One of the best targets to Spellbreak.
We must
4 or
cleanse
5
the
damage.
Sunwell.
Scurvy dog.
And I am up 7 cards on him. Rip a Deathwing.
We must cleanse the Sunwell. Push forward.
This would be one of those times to play around. Let's play this. Guarantees the kill with the fireball. Play around like the most unlikely circumstances. I'm playing around mind control tech and definitely with this one. So
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
I can play this hand pretty quickly. But Coin Yeti is really good. I'll get rid of the Smith and see what happens. I think I'm going to play this slow. Go turn 1 nothing, turn 2 Bomber, turn 3 Yeti, turn 4 Frostbolt Ooze. That makes it possible to hit a bow, which is unlikely but could happen. Now I want to save the coin for the dad thing. If I manage to carry the coin, it's a card.
Don't mess
But
with
probably
us.
better to use it on the Yeti. Yep,
Oh, yeah, you
too much greed.
Job done.
Of course, I send the bomber at the 1/1 since the hunter has no way to deal 1 damage, as this hero ability is useless. This gets the bomber extra value since it can fully trade with a 3 over time. If I send it at just this, then he's left with a boar. Common mistake, not getting your guys down to as low a health as possible against the classes, which cannot do 1 damage.
Join or die, or both.
That's some amount of value for him. I have the choice to either Frostbolt that or to hit it with the Yeti, and I will save it with the Frostbolt. And I will go ahead and play an Ooze also,
It's time for a little blood.
with a slight consideration to put the Ooze in the middle in case of explosive shot.
I smell blood.
I've got a really easy way to take care of Chill and Yeti. I've got 2 easy ways to deal with it. The most cost effective is making full use of this. At the same time though, I should probably use up the 1 health guy since the infiltrator can take out this guy but it can't take out this guy. There's definite pros and cons to doing it either way.
Who you want me to kill?
Fairly weak turn for me, but not much else I could do. Going to the face would have been incorrect since the Yeti then kills this guy for free. Or rather, he kills this guy since I presumably Fire Blasted or plan to kill this. The Savannah Hymen is actually a card that I considered this to be the perfect scenario against. I Spell Break, I Fire Blast this, and I kill it. However, this is even better, I think.
Who you
But
want
to be
me
fair, I
kill?
had considered Savannah Hymen. I was going to Spell Break, Fire Blast, and then trade it off very efficiently, but this happens to be even better. Next turn, I think it's time for the best deals anywhere. So he is representing Explosive Trap.
To my command.
I'm not going to fall for it. He's representing Explosive Trap, and I'll play around it. Because this 5/2 is very valuable to take out something of his. And if I don't walk into the Explosive Trap, I can basically fireball one of his minions. And that's very valuable. That could be misdirection, but it's most likely explosive trap. Due to the commonality, as well as pretty much just because it's common. It further represents that it's explosive trap by not actually playing anything. Against this sort of play, I just like to keep building the board.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Because I can be patient. Alright. If he doesn't play anything this turn, I'll hit him for a lot. Okay. Fortunately, I can't buff it out of range. Probably a moment where playing more cards is even better. So one thing I can do is play Gadgets in and then Frostbolt his face. Would go down to 2 health, but he would go down to 21, 18, 14, and I would have 4, 8, 11 staring at him. And I draw 2 cards, so that looks good. Plus he can't use the
Time runs out on you.
Time to pay.
Someday I'll be just like you.
So it's lethal setup next turn.
I wonder.
Uh-oh. Wow. The Unleash was top decked. I'm so sad.
I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Three, 4. The amount of damage I missed by doing what I did was only 4. Standing still the board seemed like a good idea to me. So I stand by that.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Not on my watch.
Ooh, that's dangerous. I'll play this.
Silver moon shall not fall.
Get that value in. I'll check for stuff first. It is in fact stuff.
Get down! Glory to the Sindora! That was a mistake.
Kind of was.
That was a mistake.
Ooh,
Wanna blow something
mistake
up?
compounded. Needed to only hit one of them, but hitting both of them is good.
Reporting for duty. They are bent to my
Alright, so let's talk about that last game against the Hunter. Since it's a wide spread argument in my chat about how I should have attacked. I stand by that. I stand by my play as correct. It may have been correct not to play the Apprentice out of fear of Unleash the Hounds. In fact, that was possibly the mistake that caused me to lose, as opposed to not playing around Explosive Trap. I've done it plenty of times. I like to play a lot.
Truth is my
And I think it's correct. He happened to have a specific 3-card combo, one of which he top decked in order to kill me.
Not on my watch.
So, you play the odds, sometimes the way you play turns out to lose, but I would say overall that wins me more games than it loses. And it's important to make your peace with your plays.
I got the best
Be able to
deals
admit when they're
anywhere.
right and when they're wrong. I'll go for him here.
justice shall prevail.
I got the best deals anywhere.
My shield for Argus.
As the pirates
Time to pay.
The victory is
Watch your back.
You asked for it.
Alright, I got a 2 and then a 3, although the 3 hitting the 2 is not very likely. I'll go for something better. Slightly better.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Alright, and I'm willing to trade this plus Fire Blast since I have no better play.
Me?
Super is not very good here.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Loot order, Fire Blast this. He most likely uses the dagger to kill my guy, and I'll Fire Blast it one more time. I'd like to hold on to the ooze for the possible Assassin's Blade. I could play the Chillwind Yeti. It does have few cards, and Chillwind Yeti doesn't entirely die to the 3-1 plus the 1-1, so this is fine.
I'm ready. I'm not ready. What you looking at?
I'll Flame Strike this. It's not great, but it will do. Opponent's at 5 cards, I am at 6. And my hand is... it's average. Looks like I'm going to Auctioneer Intellect the next turn. Unless it's Fireball. Nah. I can take the 4 more.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Job's done.
It's scary, but with this play, I can go all out on all the following turns, and hopefully it's enough.
I'll put it on your head.
That's a little bit of a slow play, which will probably turn out well for me. So hit that, Defender of Argus is important here. This would become a 3 with the Defender, which isn't enough. So I can only play
We
this one.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
My shield for Argus!
Ready to ride.
I'm low enough that this is fine. Let's regain control. The Water Elemental versus Yeti. Yeti kills him faster, which is something of concern given my low life total. No, actually, Water Elemental freezes him, which is really important.
It's time for a little blood.
Job's done.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
This is gonna come pretty close. 3, 5, 10, 13 is how much I can do. Frostbolt this, Fire Blast this, that's 4 mana, send this into this. So I have 6 mana available.
What to do?
I could play Bomber Yeti, but Warlord is good enough. This is the last turn. Second to last turn.
To the breach!
The frost
Who you
will
want me
stand
killed?
ready.
Sprint Cold Blood Eviscerate is pretty much the only way.
The pleasure is mine.
Oh my gosh, Sinister Strike. Please no. He missed out on a chance to give himself one more turn. 10, 12... Wait, what? 10, 12, 14, 17. 10, 12... Right. Okay.
Who you want me killed? To the breach!
I must protect the one.
You asked for it.
Alright, the Sun Cleric is no good, the Water Elemental is too good to toss. That's a pretty good hand. Well, it's okay.
I smell blood.
Don't fail me now, missiles. Wow, I just dentist him. Alright, I only need to do 3, so the Freeze Elemental is better than the Yeti here. Really strong 3 and a 4 drop. The 5 drop will also be strong. And it can be a wide variety of cards. Alright, well that's a 2 for 1 for Yeti. Also I get to freeze him, which is really good. Because he can't finish off the Water Elemental. Also, if it's a setup for swipe, I've got 5 health guys. Should I play the Frostwolf or the Chillwind? Frostwolf, since the next turn I can Chillwind plus hero ability, or Chillwind plus Frostbolt. Oh. Okay. Let's see.
I wonder.
This might be one of the rare times where it's correct to silence Ragnaros. 3-6. There's no way I can beat it right now.
magic shall not
But what I can do is kill it over time. Just to the effects of freeze. I will also need to freeze this one so it doesn't kill my Spellbreaker.
Job done.
Where shall I strike?
In Bomber we trust. I need to do 1 damage to this, and the bonus would be doing 1 damage to that.
Wanna blow something up?
Okay, that's good.
Die, Mage. Glory to the Sindora.
You are not prepared!
Alright, need to draw 1 of my 3 fireballs. Or Flame Strike or something. That's pretty good. Legendary's NP.
Are you ready for this?
So we set this to beat this. Oh man. Fireball counters all legendaries.
Mind if I roll need?
They are bent to my command.
Looking pretty good.
Tazdingo!
Innervate Ragnaros, not good enough.
Pay
Even if
attention,
you hit my
class.
best minion. Take that, fiend.
I must safeguard the land.
Looking for a draw that's 4 or less in a minion. That'll do.
Someday I'll be just like you.
My shield for Argus.
You have no heart. I would have hit the Defender of Argus there over 2 turns.
Into the breach.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Alright, come on, spells.
Into the breach.
Time to pay.
Oh man, false advertising. They can't both have the best deals.
Where shall I strike?
Come on, spell.
Well played. I concede.
What? He was still in it.
Well played.
Yeah.
Watch your back.
You asked for it.
Alright, I'll keep the Yeti since it's good. And hope to draw low stuff. Well, that doesn't suck. Turn 3 Yeti, turn 4 Yeti, here we go. Would have been nice to draw 2 there, but can't have everything. Does RNG love me is the question. That's a 50-50 to kill a 3-drop. The downside is it's extremely awful if it misses. So I'll split the difference and go Blood Knight. Chillwind Yeti is a bad play because Jungle Panther plus Wicked Knife kills the Chillwind Yeti.
X marks the spot.
Oh, that's pretty good. He's got a lot of pressure on me now. I think the card I was most hoping for is a Frostbolt to deal with this 5/3. It's a really scary card.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Oh man, he dealt with that without losing a minion. Things are getting worse and worse. Well, things are looking up now.
What to do?
I could do
What to do?
missiles, hope for getting 1 on the Panther. And that would be the most cost efficient. But Fireball this seems the most reasonable. The Fireball is being used as basically heal 4, since the next turn is definitely Coin Flame Strike.
Just me and Mr. Bitey.
Catches some people off guard. Unfortunately, his opening was too good, and I don't think I can catch up. Unless he
Mind if I
flounders
roll
on this
lead?
turn.
Blood and plunder.
That wasn't too scary. And spend 2 mana on this, so I have 5 mana available to me. Sunwalker isn't good enough. Actually, this is where a little prayer would come in handy. That helps. Get that taunt in the way.
Truth is my shield.
Job done.
I might be able to come back from this. Maybe.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Excellent. I also have a Shattered Sun there.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Alright, so in order to survive this turn, I would need to kill one of those. There's no way around it. Although sheeping one of them is also sufficient for now. Oh, it is terrible, but it has to be done. And then I go down to 1. At maximum.
Well played.
Rough opening.
Are you ready for this?
Ha, this guy's toast.
Well played. You asked for it. My magic will tear you apart. Hello.
It's time for a little blood.
Drink with me, friend.
Alright, the Paladin auctioneers aren't very good right now. They're basically 5-mana 4/4, so it's slightly unfortunate. I do have a fireball for his big minion.
What to do? What to do?
Oh, excellent. That's enough to kill his guy. There are a few directions to go here. One is to play the Shattered Sun Cleric. Ensures the sheep gets a kill. The other is to play both the Mad Bomber and the Shattered Sun Cleric. I will play the Mad Bomber, and if I miss, I will Fire Blast. If I hit, I'll play Shattered Sun. That sort of sucks. Yeah, it's an unlikely scenario, but it still was okay.
You gotta be kidding me!
That would be a Fireball. And probably a Shattered Sun.
You must cleanse the Sunwell.
Next turn I got Gadget's and Frostbolt, but that'll be too much against Flame Strike. So I'll need to trade off a minion as well. This'll work.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Push forward.
Yeah, you got it.
Gadget's and Arcane Intellect, Sprint Hype. Interesting.
I got the best deals anywhere. Yeah, you got it.
Those 2 extra cards from the Auctioneer will probably push me into winning this game. Oh, it makes sense. He's... okay. That's very forward thinking of him.
I hear you got a problem.
4, 5, 11, 12. That's enough.
My shield for Argon.
Time to pay.
Damage is successfully top decked.
Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Hunter. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 4. That's pretty good. I've got a situational card, but usually I'll point out Water Elemental, and I can follow up with Fireball and his possible Yeti. Normally I wouldn't keep Fireball, but this hand just turned out very good. So I can keep the Luxury card. Oh, that's really annoying. Plans ruined. Oh man. Wow, such unfrostable minions. The Deadly Shot will finish me here. It won't finish me, but it'll hurt.
I let the dogs out.
Okay, it's not as bad. I'm glad it attacked the Water Elemental. That wasn't very Hunter-esque of him. I actually consider that a pretty significant mistake. Well, no, it's not, because I could have fireballed it, and that was his way of taking care of the water elemental. That was correct. It's just, I'm biased from my position. It's like his guys have charge.
They are bent to my command.
5 mana, 5/5 charge. Oh. Not the same. Somewhat close.
Just me and Mr. Fighty.
Rough start. I should actually fireball and fire blast instead of playing sorcerers. Gosh, that sort of sucks, but I have to. Unless I want to fireball and ooze.
Suffer!
The next turn I can deal 16
Well
damage to him.
played.
Oh wow.
Well played.
I shouldn't be too surprised at him being able to burst 4. That's probably not even necessary. Brutal! Money.